Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Lucid. We are hopping back into our game with Late Age Ulm. It's turn 71 in the Sound and the Fury. And let's see what happened. We have a message from Utgard. I mostly killed some raiding forces, mind-haunting thugs, and trading provinces back and forth with Lemuria. Sort of a stalemate. He's focusing on you. It looks like the other players are not attacking Lemuria. Abysia tried to seduce my commander with the succubus. Nothing else is going on. From Arythra, sounds good, I'll do my part. That'll give me a chance to get more fire resistance in the meantime. So maybe Arythra is going to attack Abysia, I kind of doubt it. I'd kind of been telling him, like, hey dude, take some of this freaking island. Like, I don't really want it. It's good income, you know? And, like, take the ocean. Like, even the gym income. He's attacking... I can't remember if I said it in... Maybe I sent him a message. Okay, I do send Arythra a message saying, hey, I'm building up a big army here, and it's just to protect it. I'm not going to attack from it. But, you know, he can totally control this lake, and if you're playing Arythra, you need to plan on taking control of the water system. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing for your nation, is you're an amphibious nation. I don't know why. And you have magic weapons, too. There's no reason on Earth he should be giving the ocean to Lemuria. Especially when everybody else is attacking him. And then Abysia is promising to attack Lemuria too, so... I would love to get Lemuria beat back really small and then try to win the game. That is kind of my plan. But, you know, it's also a pretty good chance... The best chance for them to win the game too, I think, is to beat back Lemuria, but at the right time, stop, and then attack me. And that would give them the bet. The problem right now is if they attack me and Lemuria attacks me, Lemuria is going to get all the spoils, and then Lemuria will kill them. So the best chance for them is to get Lemuria real small, and then for everybody to attack me. That would be the best chance for them to win. But, you know, I'll take that. That's better than... That's kind of the way I want the game to go. We cast Infernal Disease... got a Shadow Tribune. We sent some horrors. Any site searching? We cast 3 red seconds. Auspex did not find anything. So you can see we've got a fort here. Unfortunately, this is one of the kind of obscure mechanics. If you summon a fort and then you get raided, your fort starts off broken. So... even though this has like 1,000 or 750 wall integrity, it starts off broken. So we want to basically defend this. That's going to be pretty important. Our horrors, pretty effective. Maw Belly are very, very effective. More Maw Belly, very effective. And then here we got Horror Mantises, which are pretty good, but there's a lot of PD here, so they got wrecked. So this is... And it used to be, like, if you got, I think this was an appropriate change they made. Like, they nerfed Greater Horrors. It's a Blood 9 spell now. And Greater Horrors could kill almost an unlimited amount of PD. Lesser Horrors, though, if you do a big PD dump like this, they're going to get murdered. So, yeah. You know, they do pretty good. But yeah, they die. So, an appropriate... If horrors had not been nerfed, like now you can get a horror mark from casting it, and it's more expensive, and it requires higher paths, I would be casting that on some of these things rather than send lesser horrors, and I would be more effective. We found a Grove of Fertility, that's nice. I wonder if I found... I know there's a site up here, I guess I haven't found it yet. I need to do search death and blood, I haven't done that. Blood economy, you can see, is even ramping up. This is probably the most provinces we've been blood hunting so far. And so, as a result, we are starting to cast probably more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 3 red seconds. So I don't know. That's probably a little bit more. It's probably like effectively 8. castings of that. So our blood economy is ramping up a little bit. For raids, Lemuria attacked us here, and they got kind of murdered. And they attacked us here in one. Let's see if I was defending. I was not. They attacked us here. Or no, that was patrol. They attacked us here. Nope, patrol. Did they attack us here? Okay, they did attack us here. And it looks like we're not in range of Wither Bones, unfortunately. So they are going to kill probably most of our wolves, because wolves are not very good against ghosts, but... and I think their guy was able to retreat. We're going to probably snipe this with Infernal Disease, and then I'm probably going to take it with these vampires. I think that is the plan. What else? We did kill the commander here. But I didn't go ahead and retake this, as I probably should have. What happened here? I don't know, did I move a scout in on top of it? I probably should. If I did this... Yeah, I didn't. Okay, the whole point is if you do this, you move a scout in afterwards to take it, but I didn't, because I'm being clumsy. They did attack here, so this was... where I moved a bunch of vampires in to do a communion. Oh no, I didn't. I guess they're just going to do skelly spam. Okay, and that was effective here. What did I do? Did I send Horrors? Yeah, okay. Oh, I didn't realize. In addition, we already watched this battle, but in addition there was a Grand Lemur in the back, so yeah, this province he's kind of defending pretty well. We will take it, though. We're going to move all the vampires in, and hopefully they will take it. That's one of the nice things is, you see somebody put a ton into PD, well, okay, you can counter that by just moving a ton of stuff in, and if they don't have the means to like move an army in to defend it, then you'll just wipe out the PD, and that will be that. And so that is what we're going to do. We're going to raid this here with the scout. The way you do the scout raids too is you just put them on retreat. You don't want the scouts to fight if there's anything there. If the horrors kill it, which is my intention, then you just take it for free without a battle. And yeah, we're kind of just camping out. We're going to probably be casting 3 red seconds again, this time at 136. Which is right here. This is a pretty valuable province. It's got a ton of population, and you know, some okay sites. So we are going to go ahead and take that. I probably want to cordon this off too. I'm not so concerned about these, even though they have nice sites in them. But I'll probably defend them without a fort. But I would like to get these cordoned off, whereas they're very high income. This is probably higher income. That's another reason I'm doing 3 red seconds is I need to get my income back up to like 7,000 or 8,000 if I want to. Because right now my mage production is basically stopped. I'm not producing troops. And it looks like I have 3,000 of disposable income, but after you factor in the temporary unrest that's generated from blood hunting, I don't really have any. So if we just jump around, I've got all these forts, but they're not making anything. And like this one is, this one might be, but like a lot of my core forts, okay, that one kind of is, but it's making the cheap version. This one's not. That one still is, though it's probably going to shut down. This one's just making one crappy commander. This one's not making anything. Okay, this one's making a little bit, but it's cheap stuff. Like we're not making, like this one's not making any. This one's not making any. And this isn't a mistake. It's not like I'm forgetting. I don't have the money. Yeah, so I've got a lot of forts, but I do not have a lot of mage production. So part of the thought of 3 red seconds is hopefully I can get my mage production back up a little bit. And it will also prevent raiding, which will also help me get mage production up through losing less income to raiding. Also, you can see my thralls are starting to kind of, I'm getting a lot of them where I'm having supply issues. So I'm going to start keeping thralls in more provinces, and the way I'm going to do that is putting them behind forts. Like this will quickly get filled up with thralls, which were right here. Yeah, so that's basically that. So yeah, we're kind of just grinding it out, trying to take back these lands. There's not... I don't want to spend too much time on these turns. I kind of just want to show you what happened that's important. We're basically just trying to hold the line. We are not trying to storm forts yet from Lemuria. I'm not against it, and this is probably going to be the first one I take, but it's going to be tricky. And I want to let Abysia get more committed to the war before I try to take forts. So as Abysia gets committed, which he's not yet, I'll potentially try to take forts. But for right now, I want to just lock this land up. You can see our horror cannon is going. Like, these guys are sending horrors every turn. Our vampire factory here is going pretty strong. We're making 3 vampires a turn. This guy actually is a nature random. You can see he's nature 4. So that's pretty sweet. That's the highest nature mage I got, and it's because this guy is a nature random. And I don't remember what I had him set to. I think Call Worm That Walks, so we'll probably get more of them. But yeah, these guys are going to be pretty damn useful. What's actually really nice too is they're not sacred, nor are they undead, so they're not really susceptible to a lot of the Lemurian charm, control undead kind of shenanigans, or apostasy. So that's good. Can't think of much else. I think that's about it. We got raided here. I don't know if was this a scout? Yeah, it's a scout. We also want to cordon this off. I'm probably going to do some 3 red seconds up here. Basically, we're going to be spamming out forts now with 3 red seconds. And that will hopefully get my income back up to like 8,000, which will be very nice. Though not quickly. It's going to, over the course of a few turns and getting this land back, I want to get back to 8,000 income. That will give me some money to start putting temples up and other things like that. The thing about temples is, for vampires, they're Dominion summons, so the higher your Dominion, the more monsters you get. And right now, my fort situation is not great. My temple situation, I only have 11 temples, so that's not a ton of Dominion pressure. And my Dominion strength is only 7, so I could get way more thralls, which, if I get more, I can start using them on the offense, because they are much better than wolves on the offense. Like, if we compare stats, these guys are 8 HP with really bad morale and an 11 damage slashing attack, whereas these guys have a 16 damage piercing attack, which is way better than an 11 damage slashing. So if, like, let's take Lemuria and say we know he's doing armies of gold, so his guys have 20 protection. Wolves will literally never go through that, right? But with these guys, if I do Rush of Strength on them, they'll be hitting for 20 damage with the piercing attack, which is going to take 20% of the armor off. So basically what that will be is it will be as if they have 16 protection and we're hitting for 20. So these guys will actually be able to semi-reliably kill ghosts. Once we need to buff them. We're going to need armies of gold ourselves, but they will be... I want to kind of use them on my front line, but right now I'm using them to hold up fort walls. To do that, we are going to need more of them. So getting temples up, I need to do, but I also need mages. So 3 red seconds is going to be my way out of that. We're going to get a bunch of forts up, which will secure kind of raiding income, which right now I'm losing. It'll increase the max income for the province. And I can start putting temples behind them in safe places. And once I get my temples up, I will get my Dominion up, which is good because my Dominion isn't like... I would like to have a little bit more Dominion pressure. Even though it's already kind of in all my provinces that I need it, it would be good. And it will give me more thralls by increasing my Dominion score, my max Dominion score. Like my capital right now is Dominion Strength 7. So if I go up to 10, I'll get about 50% more thralls, right? Because like I'll get 3 more candles out of 7. So it's almost half as many candles as I have, I'll have again, which will give me about that many more thralls per vampire. And then my vampire numbers are still kind of exploding, so all is good. We're kind of hunkering down and waiting for Abysia to go in and attack Lemuria. And I think that's it for this turn, which is turn 71. So we're going to go ahead and go to turn 72. Okay, Midgard. Oh wait, whoops. Wrong game. Just popped up my Lemuria game. Turn 72. It's like, there's not a Midgard in our game. So Dire Portent has come down. This is Well of Misery, cast by Abysia. So Abysia is really preparing for the late game, getting Well of Misery up. So he's got Well of Misery and Eternal Pyre. He's probably thinking he has a very good shot at late game, and indeed he probably does. Abysia is very, very scary in the late game. We have Mind Hunt, so we killed Worm Food, and this was... I think there was a lemur. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was just one of their little mages. Anyway, we killed them and then they retreat, which is a little unfortunate. 3 red seconds. Auspex didn't find anything. Okay, our vampires, we're attacking that province he put a ton of PD into, which was, yeah, right here. So this is the problem when you do a PD dump, is like I detected a PD dump and then I sent in a bunch of stuff which could efficiently kill it, and then all that is dead. So I don't know really what that accomplishes. I mean, yeah. And then there goes Dust to Dust, killing all their skeletons. I mean, all their dudes. It looks like we... Oh no, that's probably just the PD commander, so... So that's good, and we see... So Abysia had said he's going to take Lemuria, but he seems to really want to go after Utgard. So this is a big army, and I'm kind of glad I'm not the one fighting it. He's got a bunch of Demon Knights, and Demon Knights are super duper good. I mean, this is just a great stat line. With Fear built in, it makes them quite solid. Though Fear did get nerfed in Dominions 5, so there's that. Who cast Time Stop? Who did that? Oh. Where's that guy? Is that this lady? Did she cast Time Stop? Yeah. Okay, she's the one that cast Time Stop. How did she do it? Is she part of a communion? I don't see Communion Master. Oh, this is his pretender. This is the one who cast it. So Time Stop dropping out a bunch of stuff. He's got this, which allows fast casting, which is pretty cool. The Aegis, which is a very good shield. Burning Blade, not very noteworthy. Flying, Reinvigoration, pretty good. I think she's probably, pretty low HP? Yeah, because her current max HP is 3, so after this she'll be pretty low. And I don't know how he got these shed, because it's not something Abysia has access to. Okay, and so by the time that comes out, these guys are Fog Warriored, and they have... What was that, Mass Protection? I think he cast Mass Protection. Yeah, he cast Mass Protection. So they have a little bit of a armor buff. And yeah, that didn't go very well. Probably would have been better to try to hold the line inside the fort, but even then I don't know if it would have helped. Those knights just ran forward so fast. I don't know if he would have had time to get skeletons out to hold the line. And I don't think these guys were flying, but certainly with that air magic he probably could do mass flight. So this fort is broken, and Abysia will probably be storming through it pretty quick. We are going to go ahead and try to take this. So we're going to move a big army on top of this fort. We did a horror attack here that seems to have failed, and then we moved in some vampires, and they should have no problem taking this with what is left. We took this with a horror attack. And then with a scout. And then this was this battle where we killed all the PD. So that's pretty efficient. And we have gotten this province back, which is nice. And here we see the army is mostly gone. We are going to try to seduce this Unfrozen Lord, but the Grand Lemurs appear to be gone. We're breaking the siege here. This guy's going to be casting Life for Life. So I had mentioned before in earlier episodes I'm going to start using this, but this is going to be a great answer to consuls. And to, well, to some extent to Grand Lemurs. So we are going to be doing Life for Life spam here. And are we patrolling? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not totally sure. We're also probably going to mind hunt. Yeah, we're definitely going to be mind hunting this. Let's go see which console this is. Okay, just Divine Shield. This is, he probably got this off a Jotunheim dude, or an Utgard dude. But yeah, we're going to be mind hunting the crap out of him. You have to be careful mind hunting Lemuria because their Grand Lemurs are stealthy, and they can put them behind likely mind hunt targets, and then, yeah, you guys get feeble-minded. But we can deal with that. We have got a ton of dudes in here, and we are going to be routing out our wolves to really get these blood centers going. Like you can see, we're blood hunting here, we're blood hunting here, we're blood hunting here. We also are going to start blood hunting here. Normally you don't blood hunt swamps, but this one has 7,000 population, so we'll take it. But we need to get wolves around. Like the unrest is pretty high here, so we need the wolves to patrol. And we're going to be searching here. I think I kind of realized that this time I hadn't really done an awesome thorough job site searching. So we're going to site search here. We're probably... no. We'll start site searching really over the next couple turns. Also, I didn't really notice there's an enchantment site here, which is pretty sweet. And I don't take advantage of it for a long-ass time. You can see we are saving pearls for Arcane Nexus, and we're doing a pretty good job. 24 a turn, we're at 146. And with that, we have decided to switch up our research. So Alteration 9 is going to be really key. It's going to give us Army of Gold, and we're going to have a hard time taking team fights until we take it, especially once everybody else does, since they do. But Enchantment 9 is going to be, in one sense, game-winning if I can get Arcane Nexus up with a strong enough overcast. So, yeah, we're going to be doing that. And then, let me think if there's anything else of note. Don't think so. It's basically the same thing. We're going to be moving big swaths of vampires around, trying to catch raiders. We're not kicking this army off the fort. We're kind of going to let them sit there for the time being and seduce the leaders, and then eventually we'll go in and kick them off. We are going to take this. This is a pretty decent province, so we can blood hunt here if we get it back. We're going to be just sending in one guy to hopefully take it. I think we're also doing Sin Lesser Horrors there to 97 and 22. Okay, so we're sending a horror there, and then to here, and we're going to be raiding this with the scout. You can see we raided that again. So this hopefully is going to take a little pressure off Utgard in the middle area so he can fight back efficiently. This is obviously going to be somewhat of a blow to him. But we're by no means like allies with Utgard, though it's in our interest they get better because we're attacking them here. The script for this is we are basically doing relief and mass regeneration. I'm a little worried about Firestorm coming out if Lemuria moves here, so we're not doing mass protection, which otherwise would be pretty good. Trying to think anything else. This is kind of the big move this turn, taking this. I don't think there's much else. We are getting close to Construction 8. When I get Construction 8, that will open up the item which I really want, which is going to be the Astral Booster, which is a weapon, the Dimension Rod. And probably can make some other stuff too. I haven't really thought through what unique items I want, but anyway, I'm sure there are options. So I think that's it for this turn. Thank you all for watching, and tune in next time. I'll just give you a kind of a forecast for what's coming. We're going to continue to kind of take this. We're going to switch up our scripting for our vampires to be much more effective against Lemuria, and basically it's going to start incorporating more life for life, so we'll get to see how those battles go. And we're going to start putting sights on taking some of these forts on the island back, because I think we'll see it in the next episode. Lemuria, Abysia is kind of waking up, right? They're taking this. They've got some really good globals up now, and they do realize they need to, for them to win, they're going to have to push back Lemuria some and then attack me. And they're going to get to work on Objective 1, which is pushing back Lemuria a bit. And we're going to help with that, right? We're not going to turn around and backstab them. We are going to go and try to take a couple Lemurian forts, even if it's at great cost. So tune in for the next episode where we will be doing all that, and thanks for watching.